Amidst the raging fury of the typhoon, a video of a refrigerator embarking on its own magical drift has taken social media by storm. The video taker, Miss Lee, explained, "That fridge was outside a store, probably just an old, unused one. The winds from the typhoon were so strong the fridge got blown over, flipped and shattered." Netizens had a field day with the video, leaving comments like, "Well, looks like fridges are delivering takeout now. Meet the new generation of fridge robots. Seems like it delivered the food and is now chilling outside, soaking in the rain." Finally, not working like a dog 24/7, this fridge is even better than the pros at the skating rink, doing 360-degree spins without a tilt. And if you want to get a feel for just how crazy Typhoon Wiff was, here's a video showing a construction crane getting spun by the powerful winds.
让你们感受一下11级大风有多大啊。
Here's what it's like in Zhuhai on the 16th floor during a level 11 wind.
One could actually feel the building gently swaying with the gust, and the windows and doors are constantly rattling. The wind and rain are seriously intense. In July 2025, Typhoon Wiff, the sixth typhoon of the year, made landfall on China's southeastern coast, bringing heavy rains, strong winds, and widespread damages to areas including Hong Kong, Macau, Guangdong, and Hainan. According to the Central Meteorological Station, the typhoon's maximum wind speeds near its center reach levels of 12 to 14, with local gusts exceeding level 15. Videos shared on social media vividly capture scenes of shattered glass curtain walls, rooftops torn off, streetlights knocked down, and the trees uprooted by the strong winds, leaving viewers shocked. Some vloggers screamed in shock as glass doors shattered, with the typhoon exposing the flaws of China's Tofu drag construction.
给你们看一下台风的威力有多大。
Check out how powerful this typhoon is. My Huawei Maxtra S800 SUV just had its film applied, and one gust of wind and the glass door shattered. It's terrifying. I just started the car and bam, the glass blew up on its own. Thankfully, it didn't hit the car itself. Glass shards are all over the place, even here. Everywhere is broken glass. We had to move the car back. Even under the car, there's glass. Luckily, the car is fine. This just shows the importance of car covers. This wasn't staged for the video. This is real, no acting here. Let's check the surveillance footage and figure out who's responsible. We're the first victims of this typhoon.
给大家看一下台风的破坏力。
Take a look at the destruction from the typhoon. There's flooding on the roads, and this tree got uprooted and fell across the street. Even the office ceiling got ripped off, and it all came crashing down. This tree was snapped in half, and the streetlights and signs were all knocked down.
我操，风这么大吗？
Wow, the wind's that strong? That's insane.
我的妈呀!
Oh my goodness, that's scary. Critics have pointed out that Wiff exposed the truth behind some of China's tofu drag projects, with buildings collapsing in the storm, ceiling falling, and glass doors shattering. Tofu drag projects refer to low-quality constructions resulting from cost-cutting, poor oversight, and corruption. Developers in some areas use substandard materials to save costs, while regulators turn a blind eye, leaving behind buildings that seem modern but were not structurally sound. Typhoon Wiff made landfall in Jiangmen, Guangdong at 5:50 p.m. on July 20th, with a maximum wind speed of level 12, 33 meters per second. Weakening to a strong tropical storm by its second landfall in Yangjiang at 8:15 p.m. The typhoon's heavy rains caused severe flooding, especially in the Pearl River Delta and western Guangdong, with some areas receiving over 450 millimeters of rainfall. Emergency measures were enacted, including school closures, halts in transportation, and the evacuation of tens of thousands of people. The aftermath of the typhoon also sparked public concern about systemic issues in the construction industry, particularly regarding building safety. Experts have emphasized that construction safety is not just a technical issue, but a governance issue. If systems cannot guarantee the quality of buildings, the safety of people's lives and property will always be at risk. Typhoon Wiff caused more than just fallen trees and street signs. It brought to the forefront the age-old question: who is responsible for tofu drag construction projects? On the night of July 19th, strong convective weather struck the main city of Kunming, Yunnan, as a result of Typhoon Wiff. That evening, the Kanbai Dahuahua residential area in Panlong district was also hit by flying debris. Building materials from a nearby rooftop were blown by strong winds into the neighborhood, damaging 7 solar panels and 5 private cars on top of a residential building. After the rain stopped, residents discovered the falling debris from the rooftops and quickly dialed emergency services. On the morning of July 20th, residential management and street personnel arrived at the site to investigate. It was then revealed that the building materials came from the rooftop of a neighboring building's makeshift structure. Even during typhoon weather, some people continue to set up street stalls selling fruit. In recent years, natural disasters and man-made calamities in mainland China have been on the rise, leaving the public physically and mentally exhausted. Despite the ongoing severe weather, many citizens continue working to sustain their families, braving the wind and rain, setting up stalls, delivering food, and even wading through flooded streets on their way to and from work. Currently, both the central and local governments in China are facing financial difficulties, with some regions unable to cover their expenditures, accumulating massive debts. In the face of such significant disasters, local governments are unable to respond effectively, and citizens are unlikely to receive disaster relief funds. At 10 a.m. on July 21st, Typhoon Wiff swept through Zhanjiang for 6 hours, significantly impacting the region with wind and rain. From July 20th to 21st, Leizhou and Xuwen areas experienced heavy to torrential rainfall, with some areas receiving record-breaking rainfall. 8 towns and districts recorded rainfall exceeding 250 millimeters, with Maichen town reaching 551.2 millimeters. Towns in Xuwen County experienced severe flooding, with water levels reaching up to 2 meters in some areas. Large swaths of farmland, homes, and factories were submerged.
水位持续上涨中。
The water levels are still rising.
My feet are itchy after the water soaked them.
They keep talking about drainage, but I have no idea where all the water goes. The water outside is up to my knees, and the water in the house has nowhere to go. A video shared online prompted netizens to ask, why do cities of all sizes in China have the same drainage issue? Why does heavy rainfall cause severe flooding every time? Currently, 4 rivers in Zhanjiang have exceeded flood warning levels, of which Yingli River water level continue to rise. Zhanjiang is surrounded by the sea on 3 sides. Why is it unable to drain water into the sea? Guangdong, as China's leading economic province and the pioneer to reform and opening up, has increasingly been exposed for shortcomings in urban planning and infrastructure construction. The city's drainage system are far below international flood standards, such as once in 100 years or once in 200 years. Take Shenzhen as an example. Its early drainage system was designed based on Soviet standards, and it can only handle rainfall intensity for a once-a-year occurrence, facing over 100 millimeters of rainfall per hour from Typhoon Wiff. These outdated systems are almost completely overwhelmed, and roads quickly turn into rivers. This starkly contrasts with Guangdong's 2020 proposal of a 50-year storm drainage standard, leading to frequent instances of city by the sea. What is concerning is a long-term underinvestment in the maintenance and upgrade of underground pipelines, which exacerbates flooding risk. Additionally, structures like high-rise buildings and billboards, which are easily affected by wind, often lack adequate wind resistance when rapidly built, creating potential safety hazards during typhoons. In Shandong Heze, the drainage system is nearly non-existent, often leaving the city submerged in floodwaters. Under the influence of Typhoon Wiff, on July 21st, Shandong Heze was hit by heavy rainfall, with several streets flooded and many vehicles submerged. Local resident Mr. Zhen reported that the rain caused the community's garage to flood, with the water level reaching about 1 meter.
菏泽的暴雨一下呀，到处都积水层。
In Heze, the heavy rain caused floods everywhere. The roads are submerged, cars are stuck in the water, and it's been incredibly difficult to get around. In the Triangle Garden, someone even got electrocuted and died, which is heartbreaking. Extreme weather is happening more and more, and everyone really needs to take it seriously. Try not to go out in the heavy rain, and if you do, avoid the flooded areas and stay away from the power poles.
云雾如帘，山东菏泽城在7月20日至20。
In the heavy rain between July 20th and the 21st, the Mudang district in Heze became a flood hotspot. A 12.4 millimeter rainfall turned into 170 million cubic meters of water flowing through the streets and alleys. That's about 12.2 times the size of West Lake in Hangzhou, all dumped within 24 hours. Some areas saw 270 millimeters of rain in a short period, turning roads into rushing rivers, with floodwaters reaching up to an adult's waist.
Besides Shandong, Wiff also affected Jilin, Liaoning, and Hubei, bringing strong rainfall and severe convective weather, as well as triggering various disasters. On July 21st, 2025, a woman from northeast China posted a video showing flooding collapsed bridges and destroyed homes due to the heavy rain.
一夜大雨，电线都倒塌了。
After the heavy rain overnight, power lines fell and we've been without electricity or internet. Let me show you the flood. The water turned into the Yellow River overnight. It's pretty crazy. The water's already receded, but in the morning, it was twice as bad. The flood covered everything. Look at the opposite shore. It's all flooding. This is the biggest flood in Northeast history, a once-in-a-100-year event. On the same day, Jilin City in Jian faced a serious risk of mountain flooding due to continued heavy rain. Jilin's Water Resource Department and Meteorological Bureau issued an orange alert and activated a level 4 emergency response. The Yalu River Basin experienced a massive flooding with further rainfall expected. Starting July 21st, 2025, most parts of Jilin province endured sustained heavy rainfall. The province's highest precipitation reached 400 millimeters, 50% more than usual. Southeastern areas like Tonghua, Baishan, and Changbai Mountain saw rainfall totals of 150 to 220 millimeters, with some areas exceeding 300 millimeters. 15 rivers, including the Shonghua River, Yalu River, and Dongliao River, experienced major floods. On July 21st, heavy rainfall in Yichang, Wufen County, Hubei led to rainfall exceeding 100 millimeters in some areas. A red warning for heavy rain was issued at 9 a.m. that day. The flooding resulted in homes being submerged, bridges destroyed, and crops ruined. On July 22nd, a netizen shared a video saying that everything was fine when they left Wufen the night before, but today, heavy rain, mountain floods, and mudslides have destroyed the crops their parents had worked hard to grow. A vlogger also discussed the hardship of farming on July 22nd, expressing how the heavy rain and flooding left the farmers with nothing, a loss so devastating it made it hard for her to eat or sleep.
这个视频可能有一点点长。
I'm in Wufen County, Yichang City, Hubei Province, my hometown. Yesterday, the county was severely affected by the disaster. This morning, I woke up and saw our chili and corn fields blown away by the wind. It really breaks my heart. As farmers, we rely on the weather, and one disaster wipes out all the hard work we've put into planting. I've seen it happen before. Floodwaters rise so high and all the crops are submerged. There's nothing we can do about it. Seeing this situation is really hard to bear. We had a good chili harvest planned and now it's all ruined. Soon I'll go to my parents' place and they'll have to go into the fields and prop the chili plants up with sticks and keep them standing. I keep hoping the prices of our produce will go up because farming is really tough. If prices drop, all their hard work will have been for nothing. If prices rise, that might make a decent amount, around 10,000 yuan per 600 square meter for the chili. That would really make them happy. Wufen, located in the upper reaches of the Three Gorges in Yichang, Hubei, is prone to mountain floods due to its loose geology. This time, the flood swept away cars, leaving them drifting like helpless boats with no way to defend themselves. A local man posted a video saying, "My car is floating." Miss Lee, a supermarket owner in Wufen, said her family of 4 was trapped in their home with goods worth hundreds of thousands of yuan soaked in water, and several cars outside were washed away by the flood. This year's weather has been even worse than before. After enduring a scorching drought, the people are now facing an onslaught of floods. The environmental damage can be traced along the Yangtze River to the disastrous Three Gorges Dam, from cracked land to roaring floods, which many attribute to the ecological imbalance caused by the dam. From drought to flood, China is trapped with an unprecedented climate crisis. Water experts agree that both drought and flood stem from the failure of water and soil conservation, resulting in an environmental imbalance. Dr. Wang Weiluo, a scholar and land planning expert, emphasized in an interview that the unrestrained development of rivers, the pursuit of GDP growth, and the destruction of natural forests are the main causes of China's drought and floods. The damage to the Tibetan Plateau, in particular, has destroyed China's water tower, which is crucial for survival, leading China's economy down a path of no return.